For my next trick, I need you to touch any card you wish. And at this point, I already know that you picked the Jack of Diamonds. So here is the explanation. Now this card force from the point of the spectators looks like this. You have a card in-jogged, you pull it out and show it to them, and it is a force card. What really happens is this. This is just a quick overview before I go into an in-depth explanation. Okay? You have your force card on the bottom of the pack, in this case the 9 of diamonds, okay, and it is in-jogged, okay, about 1/4 to 1/3 of a card, okay, so it is tilted, one card gets in-jogged, around 1/2 of the card, and as you pretend to peel this one out of the pack, this gets pushed in, this gets pulled out, and it is forced. Okay, that's a quick overview. So, to make this happen, here is the in-depth explanation. The card you want to force, let's say it is the 4 of diamonds, is on the bottom of the pack, and as you're talking to the spectator, you have to do this, okay? Just pull it out. There are different ways of doing it. I personally do it this way, by just catching a break above it, transfer it to a thumb break, and then by just kind of squaring up the pack, I go back and then leave it there and push the pack a little towards the audience so I can see around 1/4 of the card here. Okay, of course, if you have enough misdirection, you can just do that. Okay, just with your thumb pull it out, you're done. Okay, this is the simplest part. Once you're here, you of course don't want to stay this way. You have to tilt the back. You have to tilt the back, so this card is invisible from the point of the spectators. Notice that you are not allowed to have spectators over here, since this part is not covered. This part, however, is covered. Okay, that part not. However, you're here, spread the pack. The spectator touches any card, let's say this one. Then you take the card and in-jog it, but this time not 1/4 of the card, you have to in-jog around 1/2 of the card. Okay, so this card covers this card. Okay, then square it up. At this point, you can tilt it down so the spectator can see their card, which is covering your forced card over there. And as you pick this up, okay, you have to tilt the deck back up so this gets invisible again. Okay, it is all a matter of timing for this force. So you're here, don't grab it yet. You're here, you just pretend to grab it, and as you grab it, you tilt the deck. And as you're tilting the deck, okay, without the cover, this card gets pushed into the pack with your index finger, which is actually going beneath, and at the same time pushing this in and stealing this one out. And this all happens as you tilt the deck back up, and this whole thing here gets invisible, and you peel the bottommost card, which is the card you want to force. This all sounds, of course, a little complicated, but it is very simple to do once you practice it in front of a mirror. So, from the beginning, you have your thumb break, okay, push it back around 1/3 of the card, or 1/4 of the card is revealed here, in-jogged, which the spectator doesn't see because the deck is tilted upwards. Okay, in this position, one card gets selected and in-jogged around 1/2 of the card. At this point, you tilt the deck down so they see their selection. You pretend taking their card. As you do this, you tilt the deck back up so this card turns invisible. And from my point of view, what happens is this. Okay, you tilt the deck, your index finger goes underneath this random card, at the same time pushing it in and grabbing the bottommost card and pulling it out. Okay, this all happens within a second. You take it out, and without looking at it, you can give it to the spectators, and of course you already know which card they picked, which is the 4 of diamonds. So you're here, boom, pick a card, let's say that one over here, you outjug around the half of the card, and as you come here, you peel it out invisibly, and you force on the spectator your card, in this case the 7 of hearts. And this is basically it. It is actually a very simple method and a very simple card force that you just have to practice in front of the mirror a little bit, because you have to get used to the timing thing here, but that's all you need to do. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did so, go ahead and leave a thumbs up and comment in the comment section below. And that's it. I'll see you next time.